my fellow comic book collectors. Today is a price variance show, and we're going to be looking at off-ball and like kind of weird characters. Actually, I had a whole bunch in mind when I did this, and I looked through my long boxes, couldn't find them, but I found other ones. I wonder if Mark had better luck at finding the oddball characters that he was thinking about doing. This one will be oddball even for me because I couldn't find the ones I was looking for. But let's see what Mark has first. Oddball characters.
Okay, so my first one is a Batman villain. The Spark Spangled See-Through Man.
Oh wow. Yeah, I actually have that one
Yeah.
strangely enough too, but I didn't bring it, so that's good.
Okay. He is an interesting character. He's actually also known as Bag of Bones.
Yeah.
So people will advertise this as the Bag of Bones cover because that's what Robin calls this character. He's actually he was a petty thief called Ned Cregan, who sort of got exposed to some sort of radioactivity. When he eats a pill, it makes him it gives him his superpowers. He gets an electric charge, and he also goes see-through. you know.
Oh. Yeah, that's important.
You wonder what they were drinking the night before they wrote this, but anyway. He actually has 3 incarnations, does Ned Cregan. So this is his first as Bag of Bones. He then comes back as Cyclotron Man, again with radioactive powers, and then
it's always radioactive powers.
Yeah. And then he comes back as a third time, Ned Cregan, as the One Man Meltdown. So,
yeah.
He's a really weird character and a really fun cover here where you can see through his body to his skeleton. Unfortunately, when he eats the pill and gets his superpowers and goes see through, he ages a minute, I think. So in the end, he ends off dying of old age.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's my first oddball character.
Yeah, okay. So that kind of reminds me of my first oddball one, Captain Fearless.
Captain Fearless.
Yeah, Captain Fearless. So he's basically like a really lame character. He doesn't have any superpowers, but he does have this horn that he can blow. And if you blow the horn, his like dead like ancestor comes back from the grave and fights for him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's like his ancestor's like somebody from the Civil War, and he comes back and he just, he's like a ghost and he basically fights. Captain Fearless himself is totally lame. He just, he's always getting captured. He's always like just fumbling, but then he'll either trick his opponents into blowing the horn, or he'll like, do something in order to get the horn blown, and his, ancestor will save him. So it's just a fun character. He didn't have much of a run. Even in the Golden Age, they realized that he's not a great character. I think he had
there's only so many plot lines you can come up with where somebody gets to blow the horn.
Yeah, exactly. So so Captain Fearless, not much of a story, not much of a character, but he's from the Golden Age, 1941.
Nice.
The cool thing about Captain Fearless is he actually launched the career of a different character. So the same book, Miss Victory, actually reused now, was made her first appearance in the same book. So though he didn't go anywhere, she did. So it's kind of cool. So I like these kind of quirky characters that really didn't amount to much. I think he literally had like 2-3 issues. That's it. That's it. They realized this is not a winner. So he's kind of funny, and his disguise is so brilliant. He just wears this like Davy Crockett kind of style thing, and then he doesn't even change his name really. And like nobody recognizes him, even though like what's not to recognize. It's like, oh, you're wearing Oh, it's like glasses or something. I don't know. So yeah, so Captain Fearless.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Okay, so that's my first one.
Fearless. Right, next one. I just love this name. It's so quirky. This is from Jack Kirby's Forever People, and this is a baddie, and his name is Glorious Godfrey.
Okay.
this this is Glorious Godfrey here. Okay, I don't know if you can see him.
Well,
Yeah,
what is he?
what is he? Is a humanoid? He's one of. He works for Dark Side or Dark Sea. Do you say Dark Side or Dark
It's
Sea?
Dark Side. Dark Side. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So he works for Dark Side, and he's sort of the high priest of the anti-life. So
Oh, cool.
he goes around trying to convert people to the Church of Dark Side. Um, but the Forever People don't fall for it, and hence they fight. They have a battle against him. But I just love, just love the name. I mean, the Glorious Godfrey.
Yeah, I know. It's like such a weird name, right?
I mean, in England, Godfrey is the sort of name of somebody who's about 90 who fought in World War II.
I know. Well, it's yeah. To me, it sounds like an old British name. Like
Yeah,
yeah. It's kind of weird.
So
Okay,
yeah,
it's not a character I've ever heard of, so that's
no.
cool.
Well, yeah, no, offbeat and not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's cool. So this one you probably heard if you've watched my channel at any time, because I mention him a lot because I love this character. It's Bullet Man, the flying detective.
Oh, I actually haven't heard of that or seen you talk about him, so I've missed that.
Really? I
Yeah.
talk about this guy all the time. I love Bullet Man.
Okay.
So Bullet
Great.
Man,
That's
his basic, his basic thing was he's shaped like a bullet. He's got like that bullet helmet and everything, but
Yeah.
that's not the reason he's got the name Bullet Man. His thing was he was like, as a child, he's really into forensics and like, studying like, crime and stuff like that. So he would constantly like look at ballistics and stuff like that. And he even like would shoot things and like examine the bullets and stuff like that. So
Okay.
therefore people gave him the nickname Bullet Man.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
It's nothing
then
to do with the fact that he's shaped like a bullet. That's just coming.
no, that was a coincidence. So, but later on, he did develop this flying technology, and basically he needed a helmet to protect his head when he's like flying around, right? So he got that bullet helmet, and it allows him, like you can see, he can puncture through ships. He can do like a bunch of cool things, and you can't have Bullet Man without Bullet Girl too, right? So you got Bullet Man and Bullet Girl. It's a set. And they even had Bullet Dog later. I'm still trying to find a copy of Bullet Dog's.
Does Bullet Dog have a helmet?
No, sadly not. He really should. He should. I think it's dangerous that Bullet Dog doesn't have a helmet. But just a really great character, just quirky, fun. Actually, like some people say, oh, it's not really well written. I enjoy the way it's written. It's like a lot of like lyrical kind of writing. Like just the writing's kind of really well written. It's just really funny the way that they write it. And just really great character. I really love Bullet Man. So he's quirky, he's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
And he ran only 16 issues. So here's the last issue here. It's like with a big elephant.
Okay. Oh, his helmet's changed color.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Tell you the truth, now I noticed something new, so that's cool. So Bullet Man. He only ran 16 issues, but he was in like a whole bunch of other things. So
okay.
He was fairly popular in the Golden Age.
Okay. Right, my last one, and this is just because of the title, which isn't a title I don't think you would give to a comic these days unless it was a horror comic. It's a Stalker. So this is I think it's Jack Kirby. So this was one of the comics Jack Kirby put together when he went over to DC. And this is a sort of magician, a sort of Conan type, but a magician in the sort of sword and sorcery age. And somebody has stolen his soul.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, a bit unfortunate, really. So the thing is about him going to try and kill the demon that has stolen his soul. Yeah, so he goes on a sort of quest, and
So is the Stalker the evil part or is it the good part?
I think the Stalker is the evil part, but he's
Okay.
the characters is known as Stalker, but
Okay.
um,
Wow.
yeah, you know, is he somebody that sort of preys on people by stalking them, which is what you'd expect. But yeah, so little Jack Kirby number from about 1975, something like that.
Cool.
Stalker.
Wow, that's a cool one. Not one I've heard of either. I like when like I totally never heard of a character before. Okay. Sec here. This is one you probably have heard of. And I actually love the origin for this character. It's Flaming Carrot.
Oh yeah, I know Flaming Carrot. Yeah.
Flaming Carrot, his origin's really cool. So the way he became the superhero that we know and love is he was given a bet to read 5,000 comics. And after reading 5,000 comics, his head got morphed into a carrot and he got his superpowers. So,
that's interesting.
you know,
I must have read nearly 5,000 comics. I wonder if that's.
I don't know. You look a bit orange to me. I don't know. It could be happening. So he has like his own. He's kind of got like some like he's got like a magic pogo stick basically that he can hop on like and attack people. He's got like a utility belt. He's just all about awesomeness. Really great character. He's even got like weird feet, like like frog-like feet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for the artist if the artist isn't very good at drawing faces, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's a quite easy one to draw. It's like you draw a carrot, right? That's it. But it's actually really cool because this book, not this book in particular, but his first appearance. Like I was like looking it up, right, and it was like it's in Visions #1. Okay.
Okay.
The art is I think it's like Neil Adams or something like that, like did the cover for it. And then this guy Bob Benson was the guy that created Captain Carrot.
Flaming Carrot.
Flaming Carrot, Captain Carrot. I keep on. There's Captain Carrot in the
Blue
Zoo
guy.
Squad. Yeah. So I keep on getting the names mixed up. So yeah, Captain Carrot, no, Flaming Carrot. But Flaming Carrot is Bob Benson, and in Visions #1 is such a rare book. Like it goes for like $2,000-3,000.
Yeah.
It's like 1979. It's like a really hard book to find.
But back in the day, back when I was collecting in the 90s, I quite liked these sort of quirky. So I've got some Flaming Carrot comics,
well,
and I remember then
Carrot,
the first appearance was expensive then.
Yeah. Like the way you could get it back in the day was it was a mail order book.
Okay.
It was like only through mail order. So the number that were sold were really small. It was like, it's like a really rare book. But yeah, I like Flaming Carrot. I think it's kind of cool. The cool thing about it was Flaming Carrot led to other characters that were also kind of quirky. And I'll mention those and we'll do part 2 on your show.
Okay.
So
look forward to it.
So that's it for this part. That's my segue over to your show. Okay. So thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe to both channels because you don't want to miss anything. And thanks for watching.